Deep within a forgotten valley, surrounded by mountains thick with ancient trees, lies a village where time seems frozen. The nearby locals speak of it only in whispers, warning travelers never to cross the old stone gate that marks its entrance. They say this place was once full of life's children laughing in the dusty streets, elders sharing stories under the banyan tree, and prayers echoing gently each morning. But something happened that no one can fully explain. Some say a mysterious plague struck without warning. Others believe the villagers made a pact with the spirits of the Foresta Pact that demanded more than they were prepared to give. Whatever the truth is, one day, the entire population simply vanished. Not a trace of panic, not a single body, no signs of escape, just silence. When I first stepped into the village, the air felt unnaturally heavy, as though it was holding its breath. There were no birds singing overhead, no rustling leaves, no footsteps except my own. The homes, though weathered, stood as though their owners had only stepped out for a moment. A clay cup still sat beside a window. A woven basket lay near a doorstep. It felt less like a ruin and more like a place paused in time. Yet from the very first moment, I knew I was not alone. Something unseen was watching. It wasn't threatening, just observant, as though trying to understand me as much as I was trying to understand it. At the center of the village stood an ancient well, surrounded by stones darkened with age. The villagers once believed it was a portal, a threshold between the human world and the spirit realm. When I leaned close, I heard it, a faint whisper, as though someone was calling from deep below the earth. The wind shifted suddenly, though the trees did not move. The air pressed against me like a memory brushing past my skin. And then, soft footsteps echoed behind me. I turned quickly, but no one stood there. Yet the feeling intensified. Presence, awareness, silent watchers in the fading light. The truth slowly became clear. The villagers did not die, nor did they abandon their home. They stayed, just not in physical form. Their spirits lingered to protect what once mattered. Their stories, their land, the bond between the living and the unseen. They became guardians of a place that time forgot. They walk the same paths, rest in the same doorways, and whisper through the evening breeze. Not to haunt, not to harm, but to remember. As the sun sank behind the mountains and shadows stretched long across the ground, I knew I had to leave. This village does not welcome those who stay too long. Before stepping away, I looked back one last time, and there, in the doorway of a decaying house, a figure stood watching me. Silent, still, present. It was not anger I felt from it, but recognition. A quiet reminder that some histories do not vanish. They simply wait for someone willing to listen. So here's the question. Do you believe that spirits from forgotten villages still remain among us? And if are they protecting us or simply waiting for our return? The village is still there. Quiet, hidden, alive in a way the living rarely understand. And its spirits are still here,